housing market in Greenville, North Carolina.
First, let's hit it. Hi, it's Alan Victoria. Welcome to our channel and podcast.
And if this is your first time in our podcast YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and get notified.
As we call, text, and emails all the time at 252-327-3357. We love talking to you. No question is too small. And also, don't forget to grab our buyer's guide and our seller's guides in the description below. That way you can get all of our content easy.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about what's happening right now here in the end of May, beginning of June.
Exactly. Basically, we want to give you, throw at you some of the numbers and tell you what the statistics and numbers tells us and what we think for the home buyers and home sellers and what is the stats of the whole market right
And just
now.
so you know, we're going to start doing these videos every single month, and we're promising you to get it to you by the 5th of every month. So that's our new promise this time.
Exactly. Therefore, we started from the inventory because we know that supply and demand is the most important things that are driving the market.
Right. So people can say things are controlled, but at the end of the day, it's how much people want, how much people are willing to sell. So this is real estate market is 101 for supply and demand.
Yes. Therefore, we start here to talk about first inventory.
Right.
We wanted to give you a quick and basically 30 numbers that helps you with understanding the inventory.
And then we'll explain it a little bit. So let's just talk about active homes here at the end of May. What is happening right now? So in May 2023, we had 120 active homes. Last month in April, we had 127 active homes. And if you compare this year to last year, May last year, we had 106. So we have slightly more active homes. However, let's look at that pending. You want to do pending?
Exactly. And inventory really composed of active homes and pending,
available
which we
for
call
buy.
it under the contract. Means they gonna close it in 35 days down the road.
Typically. Okay, so in May 2023, the numbers were 144 for Greenville, North Carolina. Last year in April, it was 114 for contracted homes and 148 last year. So there's slightly less contracts than last year.
Exactly. 2.7% to be exact, we have less under the contract.
Now let's talk about sold homes, which means people just bought this home.
Exactly, and they closed on it.
Right.
And in May 2023, we had 103 homes that sold. And the month before, in April, we had 69. And if you compare it to last year, it was 141. Therefore, we are way below, 27% below than the statistic of the last year.
So you might think, hey, the market is crashing, but there's way more interesting data out there than that. So, I mean, I wouldn't take that as a grain of salt at all because the numbers actually tell us a little bit more that we're going to explain in a minute. But let's continue giving all the numbers and we'll explain it.
Now, what is
the average days on the market?
The average. Do you want to continue with the monthly supply about that? What we have for the new construction?
Oh, we'll do that in a minute. I'd like to talk about days on the market.
Exactly.
If that's okay.
Okay.
So with days on the market, this means how long does the house sit on the market? Because sellers care about this, right? How long is the house going to sit on the market before you actually get an offer on the home?
And this that we're gonna give you the average days on the market really is from $100, $1,000 or 50,000 shack all the way to $1.5 million homes in Pitt County and Greenville, North Carolina.
Right. So and then we're gonna have a different breakdown of where the homes are and all of that in a different video. But right now, May 2023, there were 51 days on the market. So homes are taking slightly. Oh, I'll get to that in a minute. And then compared to last month, April, 42 days.
Exactly.
Whereas
and last year, it was just 11.
Right. So houses are definitely staying on the market a little bit longer. So buyers do have that little bit of breathing room, and sellers, we really needed to bring our game to make that house awesome looking.
Yes, and this is like a 363%, which seems crazy, but this is how 11 translate to 51.
Now, let's look at the other side of it, which is absorption rate, which is interesting information here. So in May 2023, the absorption
What is absorption rate?
What is it?
Absorption rate, actually, it tells you the inventory at the same time also define that the market is a seller's market or the buyer's market. And they say it that if we have 6 months or more inventory, we're gonna go shift toward the basically normal market and going to the buyer's market.
Right. So here's where data gets interesting. May 2023, it was 1.18 of an absorption rate compared to April 2022. Last month, it was a 1.21. And then last year, it was 0.79. So you do see there is a slight uptick in absorption rate. What does that mean?
Well, we have less absorption rate respect to the April, but if you compare it to the last year, we definitely have 49.37%. That means still we are in the seller's market, and we're going to get to the data more that when I talk about 6 months of inventory, that's how is the status of the Greenville is right now about the buyers or sellers market.
Now let's talk about more information for you to have honest answers and honest opinions. May 2023, the median list price for all homes in Greenville was $299,950. The average median sale price was $285,490. Compared to last month it was $315 for median list.
Exactly.
And median sale was $259. So you can see there's a huge pushing of things together.
Yes, therefore the list price is what the seller wish for, and the one that sold for is really what the market, you as a buyer, decide to put the offer.
These are medians. And also, if we compare it to last year, the numbers was $331,783 for a list price, but the median sales price was $200. So you can see that those median list and median sale prices have come much closer together here in this month.
Yes, therefore the median list price from the last year it had decrease of 9.59%. However, the sales price actually a bump up to 42.75% higher respect to the last year this time.
Now let's talk about median square feet. So this is the down and dirty method you can get when you're saying how much should I sell my house for without taking anything else into consideration, what might be the house, but this is the down and dirty method. Now, for all previously owned homes,
which is including the townhouses, condos, and single family homes, everything, all of them, if they are new, how much they are?
No, I said if they're pre-owned.
It's the pre-owned.
$149. Now, if you are pre-owned with a single family home only, it's $151. Now with new, what is it? Because you love new.
With the new is $156 for all type of homes, from condo to single family home.
But what is it with houses?
And if it's just single family home new, we are talking about $162 a square feet.
Now with price reductions, we've gone from 17 to 27. So there was actually an increase of almost over 68%.
Yes, therefore we had more price reduction in respect to the last month.
And sold to risk.
However, the sold to listed, how much the houses came to the market is substantially decreased to 27.8%, means we listed 88, but we sold like 38.
Right, so let's talk about that. You might freak out, but let's go into that data some more, right? So let's talk about inventory. For new construction homes, there was a 2.8% supply of new homes.
2.8 months of supply.
2.8 months of supply.
This is for the April 2023. But in the actually May that we were talking about this video, we decreased to 2 months.
Okay, let me finish, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so next one with the previously owned homes, we were at 0.8 and then it went to 0.6. So you can see when we're talking about previously owned homes, there's a very tight margins that actually decrease in how much there even is. And for all construction overall, it's from 1 to 0.7. So you can see overall, all construction new and previously owned has actually decreased. So inventory is down significantly.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about home values.
Home values, definitely, if you're looking at 2023 right now in the May, we are talking about $223,441. That is the home value.
For all homes.
And if you compare it to the last months in April, we are $222,661.
So we're still seeing appreciation happening here. And if you look at last year, overall, all median was $205. So compared to last year, home values are up. Compared to last month, we're still up. So up and up. So there's that.
Therefore, we have 8.7% increase respect to the last year at this time.
And the current rental market is still super hot, and that is $1,400. So
including the all bedrooms. When we say 1,400, this is like all bedrooms. We are not talking about 1 bedroom or 3 bedroom. It's like a median.
So just to sum up everything all together at the end, right? So inventory has definitely decreased from last month. Overall supply is absolutely down. What is days on the market and sold homes?
The sold home actually decreased from the last year, but increased from the last months.
Now, if we looked at days on market, it does take a little bit longer to sell these homes compared to last month. So again, sellers, make your houses beautiful.
Exactly. The price reduction, definitely we had more price reduction respect to the last month.
And I hate the price reductions.
And rental market is super hot still. And what about the appreciation?
Appreciation is still 100% happening. There is definitely no decreases in home values. They're actually appreciating from last month and this month. So last year, last month, everything is still appreciating in value.
Therefore, for those of you buyers that you want to take an action, it still is good. Don't wait all the time. Say next year, the next 2 years, you are paying somebody else mortgage, and you see it still we have appreciation. Means whatever you buy the house, in the next year, you have more money in your pocket.
Right, and then also just remember, you can't wait. You can't bet the future is going to go up or down or whatever. You don't know the future. I do not know the future. I can look at the data, and people buy a home when they want to buy a home. At the end of the day, so it doesn't matter interest. You can change interest rates, whatever you need to do, but people buy homes when they need them.
And if you still compare with the data in the 80s, they were paying 18-19% interest rate in 80s.
Right, and if your average is 5, we are 5% interest rate. Yes, we're above that, but that doesn't mean that people aren't going to buy homes because people need homes. So anyway, I hope you find this information interesting for you.
Exactly, and don't forget to give us a call and then get the buyer's or home seller's guide, and talk to you soon in the next podcast and video.
Absolutely.